Hey guys, welcome back to Coin Knowledge. Today we're going to be looking back at Crabada, a play to earn project on Avalanche, and today we're going to be looking at kind of the major updates that are coming out, within the next 45 days of Crabada and why I'm extremely bullish on this project as a whole. So right here, we'll get right into it and look at a tweet from Swimmer Network, and if you are not aware, Swimmer Network is going to be Crabada's Avalanche subnet. So right here, they did say that they do have their swimmer testnet implemented with their subnet EVM, and it has been deployed. It's working. And for those who don't know, the testnet swimmer network was supposed to be out this month. It did get delayed till May because they wanted to work on it a little bit. But you can see here now they do have Crabada launch on swimmer testnet April 22. So that's just a testnet, and then the swimmer network main net launch is going to be May 9th, and then the Great Crabada migration will be May 13th, and then the battle game mode, which is going to be launching May 15th. And if you don't know, the Swimmer Network is going to be using Crabada's main utility token, earnings token, Treasure Under Sea as our gas token. So on this new subnet, you will be using the Treasure Under the Sea as your gas token instead of Avalanche, which is what is used now on the chain that's on now, Avalanche. And why I think it's extremely bullish for Crabada as a whole is that they're going to be burning the Treasure Under the Sea token at such a high rate. I mean, if you look at Crabada's stats within the last 30 days, they've done over 13 million transactions on Avalanche, and they have over 10,000 users. And even if we break it down, to a week, over the last week, they've done, or almost half a million transactions. And even in 24 hours, you can see that they still have over 6,000, almost 7,000 users. And again, kind of the same transactions. But yeah, it's huge that they're doing. Oh, sorry. So within a week, it was over 3 million. But just imagine that much TUS or Treasure Under Sea being burnt on this new subnet. I think that alone is going to create some buying pressure for Treasure Under the Sea because to do any transactions on it or to play the game, you need to have Treasure Under Sea to pay gas for any transactions. If you look at their chart right now, it's at it's finding its all-time new lows right now. I think right now we're hovering just under 4 cents. It's kind of been there for a couple days, and we were as high as 35 cents at one point. I think that it's not unheard of going into the swimmer network and with all the updates they have coming, for that to be unreasonable to even get close to again, now that they're going to be using it as their gas token on their new chain. And they say that they're going to be launching the battle game, which, if you are unaware, is going to be a PvP mode. Because right now the game is a idle game. You just send your crabs out mining, or you can loot other people's mines. But you can see right here, just on their main page, if you can take your crabs, build a team of 3, kind of skip into it, and you can just see that you can have your crabs now fight with other people. And I think that's going to be huge as a whole, kind of like what Axie Infinity did with their game model. And what's cool too is that now all these crabs, they're going to have a lot more to them as far as like looking at all their attributes and what pieces of gear they have, even looking at their shells on their back, and we'll look at that. That's going to play a role in it. I mean, yeah, just look at these attacks. And so this game mode is coming out in May. So you're going to have battle game, mining, looting, you can still rent them out in the tavern, and much more. So if we see here, so right here in the roadmap, we're probably right around here. So yeah, the L2 private chain, swimmer network, they're going to launch, and they're going to have quest, player levels, Crabada levels, and then later on down the road, land ownership, and then you have special mining zones, and then all the different items, tournaments, and we can see right here in their Crabadex, you can see if we just look even at Prime, they all play a different part. So if you look at the crab, the Ava Beam, if you have like an Avalanche Prime Crab or a Bitcoin Prime Crab, it'll do the BTC Blast and Ether and so on. You can just see with all these different crabs and classes that, what they have is going to play into effect in these battle games. They are. And this is a little bit more info on it. So, again, you're going to be having special mining zones for PvP, adventure mode, new resources. We're just referring to some tweets here. So this will be like the new layout in a sense is you'll have your mine zone, loot zone, active loot. You can see all the different mining zones right there. Special mining zones. You can see 3v3 claw to claw combat. Energy system, they're going to be running off of that now. Battle mining, battle looting, energy cost. And you can find all this on Crabada's Twitter and Swimmer Network Twitter. Adventure mode, so you can go, through different mining zones, and as well as you're gonna have different resources. And one of the biggest things that I see coming for this battle zone or uh, battle update is that there's gonna be, they call it discipleships, which in a sense is scholarships. So when you have crabs, you can rent them out to people who don't necessarily want to put up the upstart or can afford to at the time to get into the game. So scholarships, that's going to be a huge thing for getting guilds into this economy and having guilds come in and bring all that attention players money into this economy, and it seems like such a no-brainer to be in this economy right now. And right here, why I think now even is the best time to get into Crabada as there ever has been. And if you look at the treasure under the sea again, it is rough to look at the price action, but with all the updates within the next 45 days, I don't see how this game can't be any more bullish. Personally, that's my opinion. To each their own. None of this, is financial advice. But if you look at TUS, generally, the price of TUS reflects on the price of crabs. If you look at their marketplace, I remember buying crabs for a couple $1,000s. Now you can get a crab, $500-600. You can get your feet wet and get in here and get some crabs. And even if you look at a full pure, let's just go prime crab, you're still only looking at like $650 right now, which is extremely affordable in relative compared to where they were 30-40 days ago. And even if you want to get a team of crabs, you're looking at maybe $2,500 investment to get a team and start mining, or you can even get one and start renting it out in the tavern right now and just start earning it that way before scholarships come out. But yeah, guys, that is Crabada right now and their updates. So again, big things that I see coming in May is the Swimmer Network, which is going to be burning the TUS token, the battle game, scholarships or discipleships, which will, I feel, bring guilds into this economy and bring way more players. All that is coming again within the next 45 days, looking at May. So, and that's just kind of my opinion on why now is the best time to get into Crabada and why I'm doubled down or buckling down on this economy. I will say, just a little tidbit, I have moved some of my crabs from mining to just renting in the tavern just for gas fees on Avalanche have been going up a little bit. Nothing crazy if you're on Ethereum, but if you've been on Avalanche for a while, it is pretty high for Avalanche. But yeah, guys, that's just my opinion on Avalanche or on Crabada, what's coming up in the next 45 days, and why I'm extremely bullish on it. Why I think now is the best time to get in Crabada. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if there's anything I missed. If you guys are excited, if you guys are in this economy, what crabs you run. And yeah, if you like the video, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you in the next one. All right, see you guys.